So coming to a nice, comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall. Making sure you're right on top of your sits bones. If you need to move flesh out of the way, go for it. Let the weight of your hands rest in your lap. And let your shoulders fall down away from your ears. Close your eyes and breathe. Tune into the breath. Bring all of your awareness to your breath and your body in this moment. Notice how your breath feels, how it moves, its pace, the sensations of it. And then bring one hand to your heart and connect to your heartbeat. Feel its rhythm. Feel it through the palm of your hand. And go ahead, start to rub the palms of your hands together. Cup them over your eyes and inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead, start to massage your face. Softening any tightness or tension. Really working it out. Giving it a little TLC. Especially around the eyes if you've been looking at a screen all day. Really give it that TLC. Moving to your cheeks. Nice deep inhale in. Exhale, draw your heels down your jaw and audibly sigh. Inhale. Exhale, audible sigh. Bring your hands to heart center, thumbs connected to the sternum. And release your hands down. So that is how I like to tune in, right? Every yoga class you take, you always start with tuning into your breath, tuning into your body, right? It's a super great way to bring you into the here and now, into the present moment, right? To bring our awareness into us, right? Oftentimes when we're running from maybe a class we just taught, or we're just coming from work, or we just have maybe an upsetting conversation, or we're just stressed out, and sometimes we come right onto the mat, and the best way to kind of shut all that out is to tune into your body, into your breath. Take that minute or 2 minutes and just bring your awareness into this moment, this time, right? So there's no past worries, no future worries, just this moment right now with you and yourself, right? Remembering that yoga means to yoke, to be in union with, So the best way to be in union with yourself is to tune in and start your practice off that way. Of just you, your thoughts, yourself, your body, your breath. All right. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of Ujjayi breath, that Darth Vader breathing that I always crack myself up about. So we're just going to start to cultivate it, right? That super intentional breath. So you inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, creating that swirling sound in the back of your throat. Inhale, exhale. You could think of it like ocean breath, like you know when you take a shell up and put it up against your ear and you hear that swirling kind of sound of waves. That's the sound we're making in the back of our throat. Really be intentional with this breath. Take nice, deep, full inhales and exhale. Intentionally make that sound. Filter it through. Go ahead, release your Ujjayi breath to breathe normally. And know that at any time throughout this practice, you are welcome to use that breath. It's a very cooling breath. So if you are getting overheated, if you're stressed out, if you're doing a pose and you're like, oh my goodness, this is kicking my butt, engage that Ujjayi breath and it's going to help you move through it and to deepen into that pose. All right, lean back, switch the cross of your legs, and let's start to Sufi grind. So inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Really moving your torso, warming up the hips, warming up that pelvic bowl, warming up the spine, all that glorious stuff. Taking your time, feeling it out. Maybe you get your head and neck involved in your shoulders. And then after you exhale the next time, reverse directions. Maybe engage that Ujjayi breath and just see how it feels. Then slowly come to stillness, making the circle smaller one at a time until eventually you come to stillness. And inhale the shoulders forward and up. Exhale them back and down. Inhale the shoulders forward and up. Exhale them back and down. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down, sitting up even taller. And let's go ahead and move to tabletop. Remembering you can always use a blanket for cushion underneath your knees. I like to put on my little yoga paws, which these gloves really help me keep traction on my hands so that way they don't slip during downward facing dog. And if you ever need the link to them, I will send it to you. So fully engaged in this tabletop, crown forward, tailbone back, navel in, press through those hands, and inhale to cow. Drop that belly, lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, tuck the tail, navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, cow, really drop the belly and heart. Exhale, round back, navel to spine. And go ahead, move at your own pace. Maybe engaging that Ujjayi breath, right? We're still bringing our awareness and our attention to our breath and to our body. Notice how it feels. It's a great way to help us shut all the noise out from the world. And maybe engage that Ujjayi breath, moving just a little bit faster. And notice how it feels. And then start to explore any movement that feels good for you in this moment. Whatever it may be. Maybe you stretch your feet. Maybe you stretch your wrists. Maybe you just go right to child's pose. And actually, speaking of child's pose, go ahead, press back into your child's pose. Release the heart, release the head. Breathe into the lower back area. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach those hands out in front of you, and exhale, walk them over to the top left corner. Inhale. Exhale, really big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, walk the hands over to the top right hand corner. Nice deep breath. And walk the hands back to center. Come back up to your tabletop position. We're just going to start to work to build a little bit more strength in our arms and our legs and our core. So fully engaged. Inhale, reach that right foot back. Reaching it back, almost as if someone's pulling that heel back, pulling your head forward. Press through your hands. Make sure you're gripping your fingertips. Navel drawn in. Breathe here. And exhale, lower. Inhale the left foot back. Reach, 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 reach. Press through the hands, navel in. Imagine you're being stretched. And exhale, lower. Inhale the right heel up. And raise those left fingertips up. So imagine someone's pulling your left fingertips and pulling your right heel. Press through that right hand, draw the navel in. Maybe engage that Ujjayi breath. And lower down. Inhale the left foot back. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale that right arm up. Reach those fingertips forward. Press through the bottom hand. Breathe. exhale, lower. Now we're going to add a little bit of that cat-cow spinal inflection motion. So you're going to inhale the left fingertips up, right fingertips up, lift your gaze. Exhale, bring the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, round the back, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale, press through that bottom hand. Stay here for a moment. Draw the navel in. And exhale, lower. And moving to the other side. Inhale the right fingertips, left foot back. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, reach, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Arc the back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, draw in. Press through that bottom hand. Draw your navel in. Exhale, release. Widen the knees. Sit back in child's pose. Breathe into your hips. Breathe into your lower back. Let the shoulders release. Let the head release. And inhale, come back up to tabletop. Just gonna pull my pants up. And inhale that right foot back. Reach, 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 navel engaged. Lower the toe down to the mat. Pivot the heel onto the floor. Make sure your left hand is under the left shoulder and reach those right fingertips up. And maybe lift your gaze. So you've got someone pulling your right fingertips up, and you've got this beautiful line from the crown of your head to the bottom of that foot. Your navel is drawn in, you're pressing through your bottom hand, breathing. And inhale, reach those right fingertips up and over your head for an even deeper side line. Got this gorgeous line from your right fingertips to your left foot. Or I'm sorry, to your right foot. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And exhale, lower your hand down. Bring your knee back in. Inhale the left foot back. Reach, reach, reach. Lower the toe down. Pivot the heel and bring those left fingertips up. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Those fingertips are reaching up. Press through that bottom hand. Draw the navel in. You've got that gorgeous line from the crown of your head to the bottom foot. And inhale, reach those left fingertips up and over. Reach, reach, reach. Nice big stretch. Breathe into that whole side body. And exhale, lower the hand down. Press back into child's pose. So now reach those arms all the way out in front of you. And what you're going to do is you're going to tent your fingers so your wrists are a little further off the ground. And you're going to straighten your elbows just to add a little bit of a deeper stretch in your shoulders. And if you need to lift your nose up off the floor so you can breathe, go for it. We're just getting a little bit of lift here. A little bit more of a stretch. And lower those hands down. And come up to tabletop. And shift forward onto your belly. Pressing through the feet. Engage those legs. Navel in. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Lengthen and exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. Lift. Remember, it's not about the height. It's about how long you can make your body. And go ahead, hover your hands above the mat for a moment. Use those postural muscles. We're really strengthening the spine right now. And exhale, lower. Come back up to tabletop. Walk your hands just a few inches ahead. Tuck your toes. Send your hips back. Downward dog. Really press through the hands. Send those hips up, the heels towards the mat. The heart towards the shins. Let the head hang. And maybe walk the dog if that feels good. Really intentionally sending the heels down towards the mat. And inhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat for forward fold. Let your head hang, your shoulders hang. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Bend your knees, roll up, one vertebrae at a time, chin to chest. And come up to stand into Tadasana. Feet rooted, pressing into the floor, grounded down. Thighs engaged, navel engaged, tailbone tucked, heart lifted, shoulders down, palms front. Engage all three root locks. So we've got the root lock, right? Squeeze those bathroom muscles. Engage the navel lock, draw it in and up. Engage that throat lock, so just gently tuck the chin. For Mahabandh, all three locks. And relax, shake it out. Do a couple willow trees. Make sure you have your props nearby. At hand and ready to go. All right. Maybe grab a little bit of water if you need to. I think I'm going to. Finding that Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Hang out here for a moment. Reach that crown forward. Reach the tailbone back. Shoulders away from the ears, navel in. And you can always walk your hands down a little further if you want a deeper stretch. So long as you've got that nice lengthened spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. And inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands down to your props. Inhale, step the right foot back to a nice low lunge. Check your alignment. Make sure your knee is over the ankle. The back heel is reaching. Your shoulders are down away from your ears. You're really using your legs to hold you here. Breathe here for a moment. And now you're going to draw your navel into your spine, press through your feet, and swoop those arms up. Crescent lunge. Go ahead, open your arms out to cactus. So little cactus arms. Nice and strong. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend it. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. So we're really working these muscles. Inhale, straighten. Squeeze that navel. Exhale, bend. Last one. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Check the alignment on your feet. Make sure your front heel is perpendicular with the back foot. Tailbones tucked, navel in, heart lifted, shoulders down, arms reaching out, gaze directed over that middle finger. Breathe here. Take a moment, flip both palms up to make sure your shoulders are down. And then flip them back. Nice big breaths. Breathing here, feel the strength of your leg. Engage that Ujjayi breath. And when you want the pose to end, that is when it officially begins. And go ahead, cartwheel your hands down to the floor. Frame your foot, or if you're like me, you can put your hands on the inside of your foot. Now, you're going to press through your hands, draw your navel into your spine, and send your hips back. Down dog. Take a breath here. These transitions are really important. You don't want to just throw your body into it. You want to be very intentional with it, breathe with it, and of course, be safe. Inhale forward to plank. Reach the crown forward, reach the heels back. Press through those hands, draw the navel in. If you need to lower your knees, feel free, but hold it. Keep breathing. Use those arms, use that core. And exhale, lower to the mat. And inhale, up to cobra. Or you can stay in baby cobra. Exhale, lower to the mat. Taking your time, inhale, back to down dog. Take a breath. Exhale. And inhale to the top of your mat. Walking your feet forward or jumping. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, Tadasana. Close your eyes, take a breath. And inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down, hands to your props. Inhale, step the left foot back. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Back heel reaching, shoulders down. Draw that navel in. Breathe into this stretch. And if you're not feeling it, just scooch that foot back just a little bit more. And now draw that navel in, press through your feet. Inhale the arms up. Find your cactus. Breathe into this pose. Maybe engage that Ujjayi breath again. And inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend. Nice and deep. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. This is how we build strength. Inhale, straighten. Keep that navel in. Exhale, bend. Last time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Check that alignment. Fingers reaching. front knee moving out. Make sure your tailbone is tucked underneath you, right? You don't want to stick your booty out, right? We want to make sure we're in a straight line, up and down. We also want to make sure that our torso isn't shifted forward or shifted back, but straight up. Flip your palms. Let your shoulders fall down. Breathe. Take a second, check to see that you can see your big toe. And engage that Ujjayi breath. You can always bend this front knee even more. You can come into a nice wider stance. That's going to give you a deeper stretch, more strengthening. Go for it. Just keep breathing. And cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Frame your foot or put them on the inside. Big transition. Press through the hands. Draw your navel into your spine. Send your hips back. Down dog. Take a breath here. Inhale to plank. Reach, reach, reach. Hold it. Breathe. Press through those hands. And if you're shaking, miracles are happening. It means you're doing the work. You can always lower your knees if you need to. And lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Keep the shoulders down. Press through the feet. Exhale, lower. And inhale, back to down dog. And go ahead and lower your knees to the floor. And just come to sit up in Virasana for a second. So I want to talk about Chaturanga. Right? Chaturanga, I'm going to flip to this side. Chaturanga is when you're in plank and you lower yourself down. Now, when you do that, you want to make sure your hands are under your shoulders and that your elbows stay in. Right? You don't want to do a nice wide thing like this because you can really hurt your shoulders, hurt your joints. So the elbows stay close into the body. Now, I am not so strong enough to where I can do it completely from plank, but in plank you want to shift your weight forward, right? So my weight's a little bit far forward, and then you chaturanga down with your elbows in. Now, if you're doing it if you're on your knees, you're going to lower down, same thing, elbows in, bring your chest down, chin to the floor, butt is up, and then you lower, okay? So, something to think about next time you do those chaturangas, lowering to the mat, elbows in, your weight's just a little bit shifted forward, and then you come down, okay? Oftentimes in yoga, during the transitions, that's when people get injured the most. So, just fun facts to keep in your mind. All right, let's go ahead, come back up to stand. Find your Tadasana, rooted down into the floor. Maybe make sure that your props are at an easy place where you can grab them kind of right in front of you. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, step the right foot back. Okay? Navel in, shoulders down, heart lifted. Strong base, right? Rooted down into the ground. We're going to do a little warrior 3 and half moon pose. So for warrior 3, Bring your hands to heart center. You're going to draw your navel into your spine. Reach your back heel back and send your energy forward, okay? Your back toe is going to face the floor. So you're here in crescent lunge, navel's in, and you're going to send your energy forward. Reach the back foot, reach the crown, toes facing the floor. Now, if you can't be completely parallel, it's okay to be at an angle here. So long as you've got that gorgeous line from the crown of your head to your heel. You can also keep a bend in this bottom knee. And as always, if you need to lower your foot, take a little break, go for it. Just give it a try, keep going, keep breathing. Make sure the hip is closed, toe faces the mat, navel in. And then go ahead, lower your hands down to the floor or down to your props. And go ahead, open the hip up. So you're just going to send your toes out to the side. Okay, right? Our toes face the mat, and we open it up to the side. Now what you're going to do, really focus on sending your energy forward, crown forward, foot back, navel in. You can put that right hand on your hip. Try and balance here. Your gaze is slightly forward. And you're going to open the hip, open the chest. Balancing, breathing. If you have to lower your foot, lower your foot. And then go ahead, close your hip, bring your hand down, bring your foot in, and fold forward. It's a lot of stretch for those thighs and a lot of work. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. So before we do the other side, for that half moon. So you're here, right? And now, of course, since you're all watching, I'm gonna fall. That's okay. Fall all the time. So you've been here, your toe is down. You open the hip up, reach through the crown of your head to the foot, navel's in. Slowly you can lift your gaze. If you can reach that arm up, ooh, I'm gonna fall. You can do that. It's all about the length and the navel. And then you slowly come in, okay? All right, let's do it on the other side. So bring your hands to your hips. Rooted down, standing up nice and tall. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, step the left foot back. Find that crescent lunge. And remember, when we go into warrior three, the heart goes forward, the foot goes back, the navel goes in, and the toe faces the mat. Bring your hands to your heart. And inhale, send your energy forward. We want a nice straight line from your heel to your crown. You can always lower your foot, take a little break, join back in. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Excellent. Go ahead, lower your hands down to your props or to the mat. Open up that hip, right? Now the toes are facing the side. Put that left hand on your hip. Reach your crown forward, reach your foot back, navel in. Open the heart up. Go ahead, lower your foot down, close it off. Step on up, forward fold. Let your head hang and your shoulders hang. And bend the knees, roll up. Shake it out. Shake your legs out. That's a lot of work. A lot of strengthening. My butt hurts, my thighs hurt. It means you're doing the good stuff. All right, come to a nice wide leg stance. Heels out, toes in. Hands on your hips. And just breathe here for a moment. Make sure your navel is in, your heart is lifted. Nice and strong. Bring your attention back to your body, back to your breath. And inhale forward to a flat back. Reach the crown forward, tailbone back, navel in. And exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Put them under your shoulders and rock from the balls of your foot to your heels. Send that tailbone up. Feel that glorious stretch. And then walk your hands over to that right foot and relax. See if you can let your head hang. Maybe try and bring your nose to your knee. Walk your hands over to the left. Let your head hang. Send that tailbone up. And you can kind of play with straightening and bending one knee just to see how it changes the stretch. And then bring the hands back underneath your shoulders and start to walk your fingers in between your legs to reach back. So you're really letting your head hang. Your weight is just gently shifting to the balls of your feet. Your fingers are reaching in between your legs, crawling on the ground in the opposite direction. And then walk your hands back under your shoulder. Bend your knees for a second. Release that stretch. Go ahead, straighten the knees and let your head and shoulders hang. And go ahead, lower yourself down onto the floor in child's pose. Knees wide, toes touching, heart, head down. Bring that awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Use your hands to walk your torso up and come to sit down on your bum. All right, so if you need to widen your knees a little bit, you absolutely can. I've got a belly, so I'm just gonna widen my knees just a wee bit. Hands are gonna come behind your knees and try and draw your knees into your chest as much as possible. Shoulders down, chest open. We're going to walk our feet back, lean back for boat pose. Now, you want to make sure your knees are close. Hug your knees. Your legs, your shins are parallel with the floor. Shoulders are down. And just breathe here for a moment. Boat pose. Soften your face. Make sure you're not clenching it. And lower the feet. Bottoms of your feet together. Fold forward for butterfly. Breathe into your spine. Release the head. And come back up to sit. We're going to do boat pose again. And you can either stay where we were, or you can straighten your arms out. You can straighten your feet. It's up to you. I'm going to stay right where we were. So bring those knees into your chest. Shoulders down, heart open, right? Make sure you're not rounded. And lean back. Raise up those shins. Keep those knees close. Breathe. Engage that Ujjayi breath. And rock forward, back to butterfly. Breathe into the hips. Breathe into the back. And go ahead, sit up tall for a second and just bounce your knees. Breathe. Release the hips. And come to lay down on your back. Stay here for a moment. Keep your feet planted on the floor, knees up. Let your shoulders fall into the earth. Let your lower back fall into the earth. And just windshield wiper the knees, side to side. Now bring your knees up to center. Walk your feet out to the edges of your mat. Let your knees knock in. And now windshield wiper your knees. See how that feels. Whenever I do it this way, I get a much deeper stretch all through my hip, my psoas muscles, my quad. It's very cool how just little shifts in alignment and adjustments can change the stretch, change the sensation. It can be very subtle. And draw the knees into the chest. Press the lower back into the floor and massage your lower back. Either rocking side to side or making circles with your knees. What feels good? And go ahead and move into a happy baby. So your first two fingers can wrap around your big toe, or they can be on the inside or outside of your foot. Really widen the knees and rock side to side. Let your shoulders fall to the ground. And knees to chest. Extend your legs out and your arms above your head. And you're going to shape your body like you're a banana. So you're going to walk your feet over to the bottom left-hand corner of your mat and your arms and hands to the top left. This is called, sorry, I have to say it like this, Bananasana. I quite literally cannot say it the normal way. I have to say Bananasana. Banana. I'm just gonna stop. Breathe into that side body. Breathe into that stretch. And walk your feet and hands back to center and walk them over to the right side of your mat. So the feet at the bottom right corner, hands at the top right corner. Breathe into that side body for Bananasana. It's literally banana asana. But I can't say it. Bananasana. Okay, I'll stop. And go ahead, walk your feet back to center. Draw your knees into your chest one last time. And move into your Shavasana. And I think I might Shavasana with you today. So I'm just going to change the music for a second. And wherever you are, make sure you're nice and comfy and cozy. Breathing. Soften your face muscles. Breathing. Let the weight of your body fall into the floor. Let gravity pull you down. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale, sigh. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Know that you've done everything you need to do. And now your body just gets to soak up and process all that incredible work you just did. Breathing. Shavasana. toes. Stretch and roll over. Lay down on one side. Taking a moment to bring your awareness to your breath, your body, the earth, and how you feel in this moment. Being present, breathe, relax, and feel. Take time to slow down the pace of life. Watch the rise and fall of moods, the birth and death of dreams. Feelings and sensations seem so real, yet they shift like changing clouds and flow with the high tide out to sea again. Allow it all to be. No need to grasp or push away. Present with each moment, the whole of you, body, mind, and soul, can then open to receive. Go ahead, come up to a nice comfy seat with your hands at heart center. The light inside of me honors the light within each of you.